Hey YouTube, Spencer here with the Counseling Guild. Thank you for tuning in. So today I wanted to present Max Scheler, who is a German philosopher born in 1874, and he was concerned about emotions and values and phenomenology, and he was dedicated to understanding the underpinnings of human values and ethics, and he challenged the dominance of pure rationalism when it comes to understanding our moral actions. And his work laid the groundwork for a more nuanced appreciation of our emotional dimensions, especially as it relates to our ethical life and our decision making. And so Max Scheler, he proposed a value hierarchy, and it introduces a 4-step sort of system. And this hierarchy is categorized into 4 ascending levels, starting with the sensory, which is concerning pleasure and pain, the vital, which is related to health and vitality, the spiritual, which is in the cultural, aesthetic, ethical dimensions, and then finally the holy, which pertains to the sacred and the divine. Each level offers a more complex and profound mode of existence, and he would encourage individuals to strive beyond mere sensual satisfaction and towards an active engagement that fosters a more spiritual and sacred experiential way of living. And so essentially he's saying, delay some of those more immediate gratifications in pursuit of higher goals and more virtuous acts. And for individuals seeking personal development, understanding and integrating these levels into your own lives can lead to a richer and more balanced life. And it can provide a little bit of a roadmap for ethical living. And, I think it's an obvious example is choosing to stay up late and play video games and sacrifice your sleep. Playing video games is that lower pleasure sensory value, and yeah, that feels good in the moment, but it sacrifices, or it's at odds with the value of vitality towards getting a good night's rest. And so for Scheler, every day is sort of a moral act. We're always faced with these different decisions, and so he also considered the role of emotions in our value perception. And Scheler argued against the traditional view that emotions are irrational disturbances and should be dismissed, but instead he proposed that emotions are really fundamental for recognizing and responding to our values, what means the most to us. Emotions like reverence, awe, love, or even disgust are not merely passive feelings to just kind of experience and let it go, but really they're active cognitive experiences that disclose the world of values, and ultimately they drive our moral behavior. And of course, advertisers, different industries know that. They know how to play on different morals and different emotions in relation to our values, which are ultimately our day-to-day choices. In practical terms, this conceptualization of emotions can be used for personal development, and it encourages individuals to cultivate a certain emotional awareness as a key component to their decision making. And I think we've all been there where we've made decisions that maybe we ignore our sort of guilt emotion that's sitting there, and we're kind of defying that right in front of our eyes, and then it ends up eating at us anyways, and then we have to go back and unwind it. Many such sitcoms and rom-coms are built off of that. And so engaging with our emotions can be facilitated through being more mindful, being more reflective, and just learning to be a little bit more in tune with how our emotions stem into our values and our moral behaviors, and also being more attuned of how do we resolve the constant conflicts of values and temptations that are prevalent in our world. being able to have that emotional intellect and also maturity and refinement to be able to stick true to your values the best you can. And finally, Scheller had this idea of person and act, and he made a distinction between the person and their acts. And he emphasized that true personhood transcends mere external actions or the roles that society imposes, and rather, the essence of a person is found in their ethical and spiritual capacities. Really, the way I see that is we have to treat people like the ethical, spiritual, sacred beings that we all are, sort of like the golden rule and put in a different way. And so for those engaged in self-improvement or counseling or therapy, this view encourages a focus on developing those inner virtues and character strengths, and so that you can manifest yourself in consistent ethical actions across various life situations and circumstances. And so that's Max Scheller. I hope you guys found something useful. I like his ideas a lot. I think, especially as a man, we can sometimes come to dismiss our emotions or people mischaracterize our emotions when really it's our it's our gut instinct, it's our moral compass, it's our conscious, chirping away at our shoulder. And a lot of the time we need to listen to that. And so thank you for watching. Please comment below what you think. If you have any questions, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Like the video, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks.